If I look at Jim and I think about Jim, he's a real entrepreneur. You know, my first contact with Jim was actually through golf, and it was through some friends of ours, and we actually played in some tournaments and some events that had been sponsored, and there was a small group of us that became very close friends, and Jim was one of them.
You know, Jim is one of those individuals that is highly competitive, highly motivated, and has been enormously successful. And everything he's touched in the business world has really turned to gold.
Hi, this is Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Jim McGlothlin. Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Paul. How about you?
Okay, real well. I had the honor to meet you actually at my alma mater, Quinnipiac University School of Business, at a Business Leader Hall of Fame, and they inducted you into the Hall of Fame, and I learned a lot about you. So I thank you for agreeing to be interviewed on Good News in our Business Leaders program. You're doing a lot of...
It's a delight to be interviewed, and I was very honored that Quinnipiac would choose me to be in the Businessman Hall of Fame.
Well, I think our audience is going to hear a little more of the reason why. Actually, you're one of the... I've created back in 1970 one of the largest privately held companies in the United States. It's called United Coal Company, and the United Company, and you've led that for 39 years, chairman, president, and CEO, and from what I hear, a good guy.
Thank you.
And many respects. One in a good sense of how to run a business, how to create a business. You have a law degree. Went to undergraduate, I guess, William and Mary, and then Marshall Wyatt School of Law, and have a nice family, and you do good. You give back to the community. So tell me, how did your business begin initially? Did you ever think that would be your industry?
Well, I grew up in the coal mining region of Central Appalachia. Actually, it's been 41 years now. I wish I could turn back to 39, Paul, but it's been 41 years since I started. And I was a young practicing attorney. I walked across to the courthouse one day, and someone was selling a coal company, and I bid on it, and nobody else bid, so I got it. And it turned out that I got a pretty good deal. I went back to my office, and I talked to my law partners. I had two partners, and they were older than me, and they said they would be a partner in the company. And we found a client who was at a coal mining company, and he agreed to come in with us. And so from there, we hired a manager. After a year, he left because he didn't want to move to the air region. He was from quite a distance, and his wife lived away and children went to school. So he left, and I took a leave of absence, and here I am, still never going back to practicing law.
A native of Grundy, Virginia, Jim McGlothlin is an alumnus of the College of William and Mary, holding a Bachelor of Arts degree and a degree in law. After graduating, he practiced law in the firm of Street and McGlothlin in Grundy for 8 years. In 1970, Jim McGlothlin made a bold strategic move, acquiring the United Coal Company, a surface mining operation specializing in the acquisition of high-grade metallurgical coals. This enterprising joint venture grew steadily, transforming itself into a larger and diversified business. The United Company, one of the largest privately held companies in the U.S. Through the remarkable leadership of Chairman and CEO Jim McGlothlin, the United Company has developed successful business interests comprising coal, oil, gas, financial services, pharmaceuticals, and leisure services.
All I know is the stories I hear and how instinctive he was to purchase a coal company very early on, and how successful he has been in the coal business. And then he leveraged that into oil and gas interests and was hugely successful in that endeavor as well.
But what was it, a lot of people seems to be out of work nowadays, and we're all wondering, where are the jobs, where are the next entrepreneurs, who's helping to create the opportunities for people. What was it that, you were at a nice job, you were a lawyer. What gave you that initiative, though, to try something, to say, let's even call it risk, to purchase some of that coal and start a business?
Well, I think I just had an entrepreneurial spirit. I really have to say that I love the business world. I like to purchase along too, but I love the business world. And I love to work with people. And this company started with maybe 8 or 10 employees mining coal, and within a few years we had literally thousands working for us. And they were all just such great people. We're all on the same team or family. And it was great fun. We had a lot of esprit de corps, and we bonded. And fortunately, over all those years, we really had some really, really wonderful, fine people. And I've always had an attitude that no matter what your job is, at the end of the day, we're all the same person, and we don't really have layers in our company. We know that we have to have managers, we have to have hourly workers, but still, we get up every morning, we see we're exactly alike. So I think everybody had a lot of respect for each other, and we all were on the same team. We might disagree internally about how to do something, but once we undertook it, we all worked together. And I like to say that our company executed a bad plan better than most people execute a good plan, and that's why we were successful.